Hello friends, hello, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be doing some deep cleaning in my dining room, and I thought I would take you along for some motivation. Towards the end of this video, I will also be sharing a Thanksgiving tablescape idea as I put together a tablescape for Thanksgiving. And also, today is Thursday, and on my channel, that means Thoughtful Thursday, which just means that I'm going to share my thoughts on a topic. And since it is the last Thursday of the month, I will be sharing my monthly recap of how my no-buy year has been going. I'm starting out by cleaning all of the glass surfaces in my dining room, including the windows, and then I will be cleaning the mirror that is in here. And this particular glass cleaner is just a homemade glass cleaner that I have used for several years now, and it works fairly well. I have never really found a glass cleaner that I absolutely love, so I like that this one is all natural, very cheap, and easy to make. Next up, I'm just moving on to cleaning all the baseboards and windowsills and that chair rail, and I am using an all-purpose cleaner and a microfiber cleaning cloth to get that done. I did want to mention that this video isn't sponsored by the brand Otter Spirit, but you can see that I'm wearing this stack of bracelets, and they are made by the company Otter Spirit, and I just wanted to give them another shout out. I really do love this company, and I love their bracelets. And in this video, I'm wearing this was their corn moon bracelet set, which they sent me back in September when there was the corn moon, but they do have a Halloween pack, so I just wanted to remind you of that. I can put my link down in the description box along with my coupon code if you're interested in checking them out. But like I mentioned, I just wanted to give them another shout out because I really do love their company and I love these bracelets. Okay, my friends, let's get into this week's Thoughtful Thursday topic, which, like I mentioned, I wanted to share with you how my no-buy year has been going. This is actually a recap of both September and October, since I didn't share the last Thursday in September like I usually do. So I will say right up front that I have continued to struggle. I did briefly mention at the end of September that I had another slip up in the month of September, and I ended up purchasing a couple of fall tops. And then so far in October, I did purchase a hat, and honestly, I think I was able to talk myself into that because I wasn't really sure if it was considered clothing, but I guess a hat is considered maybe accessories, which is also on the no-no list. But yeah, I did, I guess, have another slip up in that regard. Honestly, the last few months have been so much more difficult than the first part of the year. I don't know, maybe I am just losing momentum. I did also want to be fully transparent and tell you about another clothing purchase that I made in September. I was invited to one of my really close friends' 50th birthday parties, and it was an 80s theme, and we were instructed to dress up like an 80s character, and I chose to dress up like Sloane from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So I did end up having to purchase items for that costume. I did decide halfway through the year that if I needed to purchase clothing for some specific event, that I would give myself a pass. But honestly, there was this part of me that felt bad because I did purchase items for the costume that I could use in the future, not just for the costume, which honestly makes sense from like a minimalist standpoint for the items to like have multiple uses. But it still made me feel like I was cheating in some way or finding a loophole as an excuse to shop. All of this has me thinking about the future and what I might do moving into 2026. I feel like I still haven't fully broken my shopping habit, or at least my mindset around shopping. I feel like I have just been kind of white knuckling it these past few months. But like I mentioned in a previous video, I want a true heart change. I don't just want behavior modification. That is part of why I did this whole no-buy year in the first place. I thought about doing something crazy and doing another no-buy year in 2026, but truthfully, I just don't think that is realistic for me. I have been thinking about maybe making some rules that I could set for myself moving forward. And as I was thinking about that, I realized that for the last several months, I have purchased one or two things each month. And this was still really difficult for me compared to my previous shopping habits. So I am thinking about limiting myself to 2 items per month moving into 2026, but let me know your thoughts or your ideas. Something else I wanted to address or talk about is the clothing and accessory items that I got sent to me from brands. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, like the bracelets that were sent to me from Otter Spirit, but I have worked with other brands that have sent me clothing as well. I do really appreciate this, and I have been enjoying those items that the brands have sent me, but I realized when choosing which items I wanted and receiving the package in the mail, it was so similar to how I feel when I purchase new things. I'm not saying I will turn down free items in the future to promote on my channel, but once again, I'm just evaluating my heart on how I feel about new things, and I want to be as candid as possible, as I feel like this does hold me accountable. Something else I've been thinking about over these last couple of months is the buy declutter cycle. I know I have shared my thoughts about this topic in a previous video, it is just something that I am contemplating again. I do think that it is a fine line and perhaps a dangerous line when we begin to declutter items from our home, especially when we get to the point where we're trying to pursue minimalism and getting rid of large quantities of stuff. This could potentially cause us to shop to replace some of the things that we have decluttered. It is definitely something to keep in check when we begin a decluttering journey. I know for myself, a lot of things I declutter and share with you on this channel is simply a result of being married for 29 years, raising 3 kids and 2 dogs over those years. And I have decluttered items that just no longer serve us in this life stage. Although I do know that some of it is from overconsumption. And by this, I just mean I have too many things in certain categories for my own personal liking and what I want to have on hand or what I have bandwidth to take care of. I have been honest with my struggles in the past with using shopping for the wrong reasons, and that is exactly why I am doing a no-buy year. The other category of things I declutter quite often is items that I am replacing. I do try to be intentional with when and why I replace items from around our home, but once again, I would like to keep myself in check and evaluate if I am just making excuses to shop. I like pondering these things and having these conversations here on my channel to help challenge myself to more responsible spending habits. Okay, that is all I have to share for this week's thoughts and for this month's no buy recap. I hope this was encouraging or inspired you in some way. As always, I do like to hear your thoughts on my thoughts, so please leave me a comment and let me know. And I hope that you might stick around for the rest of the video to get even more motivation for your day. Here, I'm just showing you that I have some wood cleaner to clean the wood floors, and I only do this deep cleaning probably every 3 to 4 months. And so I do like to get on my hands and knees with some wood cleaner to just give these floors a really good deep clean, especially around the edge of the room where the rug is, just because I can't really get a mop back there easily. So I do like to get this done. And this wood cleaner is the Method wood cleaner, which I really love. It has such a great scent. It is like an almond scent, and it's very like cozy smelling. I don't even know how else to describe it, but I just really love this scent. Oh my goodness, y'all. I had no idea what was wrong with this particular part of the light fixture. I just could not get it unscrewed. Like, it was just causing me all sorts of troubles, but I decided just to leave this in there, that I was struggling with it. But I do like to just take the lamp part off so that I can wash them with hot soapy water. And I just feel like this is the best way to get them really deep cleaned. Y'all, so this is the first holiday season that we've had our dining table in this room. If you've been around a while, you might know that this actually used to be my office. When we bought this house, this room was styled as a dining room. So this, I think, was intended to be the formal dining room, but we recently just rearranged to make this our formal dining room again. So I was excited to go ahead and make a tablescape for Thanksgiving. I'm usually somebody who likes to really plan things out and make something really fun and unique. And I don't know, this year I just decided I was going to show you a tablescape with things I already had on hand. So a lot of times I will go buy items for a tablescape and or more likely buy fresh flowers. And I decided not to do that for sharing a Thanksgiving tablescape with you this year. I decided, like I mentioned, to just use things that I already had on hand to create a beautiful look. So I wanted to go ahead and share that with you as well in this video. Honestly, I don't have a lot of fall decor in general, and so I was taking pieces from other rooms in my home to create this tablescape. And part of the reason why I wanted to show you this is because I will be putting up my Christmas decor coming up here soon. And what I like to do, I do like to have my Christmas decor up before Thanksgiving, which I know is not everybody's cup of tea. That's what I like to do. But I just take all of the fall decor from around my home. Like I said, it's not a lot. It's just a few ceramic pumpkins, and this foliage is kind of a fall inspired color. And so I will just take some fall decor from around my home to create this tablescape. And then I have a clean slate to put up all of my Christmas decor. Okay, my friends, this video is coming to an end. I hope that it inspired or encouraged you in some way. I hope you enjoyed hearing my update on how things are going for my no-buy year. And like I mentioned, I always love hearing your thoughts on my thoughts, so please share those down in the comments. But as always, I do truly appreciate you watching my videos all the way until the end, and I will see you next time. Bye!